nurse from Texas. You remember that, John?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember.
So anyway, with all your experience, John, as a nurse, as a leader, how hard it is for you na ang dami-dami mong ginagawa sa ngayon. You also have a full-time job, you have a family to take care, and you have several organizations, and you also attend seminars, you travel at the same time.
So I think I'm just again blessed ate now. My full time job, the Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. I'm blessed. I've been there for 26 years with them. That's the only first institution that I ever worked. So they've been very what you call this. Mabait sila eh. I work from home. So that's why I'm very flexible with my schedule. As long as I am productive, I am able to produce the results that they want me to, and also the family support. My wife, Warren, and Josh, my son, they support me. Of all these things that I volunteer. So I think that's very important. Because if wala kang support sa trabaho mo na full time sa family mo, it's hard to balance, right? Yung time management talaga mahirap. And also the mentors, yung mga people. I always, even when I was the president of PNN, I always call someone because sometimes there are decisions that needs to be made. But we have an advisory board like FACC as well that I consult them. So I think it's really just having a good time management, but always know when you make mistakes, admit it. Always call people because at the end of the day, it's not you that's just making the decision and mga hard decisions. So and always
Alam mo,
remember.
Jan, medyo nagkaroon tayo ngayon ng technical glitch, no? Kaya minsan hindi mo talaga maiiwasan to eh. Especially when you're on air, especially on digital media. We got disconnected. But anyway, sabi nga, you were saying something about joining the Philippine Nurses Association. Ito yung sinasabi mong mag-participate sila dahil meron kayong mga projects, no? Meron kayong mga scholarship projects para sa lahat. Can you please say that again?
So to join, you can go to mypna.org. You can see all the benefits listed in there. And also you can join your own local state chapter if there's any. So we have 60 chapters now. And if not, you can be members at large. The good thing about being a member, in numbers, the PNA can advocate for issues related to our practice, safe delivery of care, and other healthcare related. It can be how we are being treated in the hospital. It can be maybe regarding violence, something like that. So all the important policies or protocol that will help us as Filipino nurses as well. But we have also educations like scholarships for those students that wants to pursue. So from high school, for those who already has their BSN. So may mga scholarship po tayo, not only from PNAA. So PNAA usually gives 3,000 a year. The local subchapter might give 500, but like for me, for New Jersey, we give 1,500 a year. Also for students that needs volunteer hours, for those pursuing their degrees, we can be mentors. We also did a lot of medical missions back in the Philippines, especially now during especially the recent earthquake that just happened. We actually partnered with Philippine Humanitarian Coalition, and in the Philippines that we send some help there. So there's a lot of things you can do. Your membership is $75, the minimum is for two organizations. But for us, because New Jersey is 25, PNA is 50. But again, it's if you count it, it's like less than 30 cents per day. But it's not the fee. We get our support through other organizations, through grants, through So being a member of PNAA or PNNJ or wherever you are, it's really it's a professional organization, and it will help you where you really belong, especially for those newly arrived nurses, as a support for all those things that you might need, questions, how to to get around if you're still adjusting in the U.S. healthcare system. So marami pa tayong mga benefits. You can always reach out me, my Facebook. I do a lot of posting. Jonathan Anotado Gapilango. I'm also in LinkedIn, so you can reach me, and I'm willing to talk to anyone interested.
Leadership comes with a big responsibility. Masarap lang pakinggan, di ba? O leader ka, presidente ka, board member ka, ganito, ganyan. Now, in your case, what values do you believe every healthcare leaders should have? Ano yung mga values na kailangang ipanatili ng mga healthcare leaders? Ayan na, kasama na tayo dyan, Emerich.
Ayan.
Parang ano na ito Parang Mr. Universe question na ito
I know.
Ano?
So I think the most important value that I really learned and it still applies in and everyone to be a leader is I think it's integrity. We need to make sure when we say something that we deliver it, keeping our promises. So I'd say lost integrity. It's hard to gain it. Other one is accountability. As I said, make sure as a leader we make mistakes. Sometimes we are pushed to make quick decisions, right? And sometimes we might make decisions that at that time it can hurt some because it has to be made right away. So, but ako wala akong problema. When I make mistakes, I will admit to it, and and give an apology where it's needed, and learn from it, and not to make it again. The other one I think that's very important is having empathy, to empathize, because a lot of us, being in healthcare, especially the nurses now, it's really hard at the demands, no, that it's different. The landscape of healthcare is different years when I first started, but actively supporting each other, especially Filipinos. I think we should stop that crab mentality that we have. It doesn't matter, right? We need to support leader kaman or nurse kaman or whatever in the floor. We need to help each other and be able to um, to value yung ating mga positions. And the last, I think, at is always being humble, humility. Titles, as I've mentioned, titles, ranks, wala mo yan, it doesn't matter. It's who you are, and always make sure that your feet are grounded, no?
That's right.
Yeah.
Kasi nga, pag nawala tayo sa mundo, hindi natin madadala yung mga title na yan.
Yeah, wala. Isang title lang po ate, RIP.
Oo, rest in peace lang. Ang kaya
Or
nating
DOM, or
dalhin.
DOM.
At the end of your name, right?
Or DOM.
In the beginning.
Alam mo yung sinasabi ko parati ha. Ayoko mamatay na nakasimangot.
Yeah.
Smile.
Yes. So, what advice would you give to young Filipino nurses who dream of becoming a leader in their profession? Siyempre, pag nandito ka sa Amerika, you want something, right? Yung fulfillment mo naman na, oh, I did it.
Yeah. So I think the best advice is always, when you feel those challenges, take them with courage. Always, there's no perfect, wala namang perfect area in nursing wherever you go, but be resilient, and always know, before always know the people around you that you can trust. And I always also I think prayer is very important now when we start your day. Always uh, that wants to be future future leaders, grab the opportunities that you have. Yeah, it's hard, but we did it. Nag-start po ako ng 8 ate,
Yes,
for a few
right.
months before ako naging nurse, because my license. So it's hard, but I never regret the experiences that I had as a nurse's aide, because it helped me grow. Then from that experiences, you learned, you value them, and always also seek opportunities, grow, learn, always get involved, right? Professional organizations, seminars, because you develop your communication in other social skills. especially na sometimes we tend not to get out and get our own growth. So importante din yun ate, yung mga bagong nurses to seek for professional growth. At saka they really need to know kung anong specialty sila gusto kasi there's a lot of specialty in nursing, and some others might not be in acute, some might be in long term, somebody. Yeah, so there's a lot of
That's
avenues,
right.
and also there's
Mhm.
other like IT. I know the new generations they like to be IT nurses or whatever. But I always want them to start experiencing in the med surge at least a year or two, to start in medical surgical because that's where you really learn your skills the most. From the medical surgical
Mm-mm.
ate. Yes, I'm saying the patient ratio is higher. It's harder, but for me, that's where I started in my oncology. It's a med surge
Yeah.
that helped me now. Mahirap. Importante talaga you start and learn from the bottom.
That's right. Okay, last question, and then you're going to interview na ha,
Oh
Emmerich.
my,
Oh,
ako
really
naman.
quickly though.
Filipino nurses are respected worldwide for their service, yung commitment nila sa trabaho, yung dedication nila. What do you think makes them stand out? Na pag sinabi mong nurse, Filipino nurse, na nasa isip ng ibang lahi.
I think the most important thing is the quality of care because we deliver care as if it is our own, no? Naging parang family na natin eh, like yung the way we care. Once we establish that relationship with our patients, it's part of us. So I think that made us stood out that we take it. And also one thing I think at is loyalty. Once the Filipino nurse likes the organization and the people they work with, so it's not always the money. There's been surveys that it's where you are treated, you're valued. So yung mga Filipinos, ang loyalty nila sa organization really, they stay longer and as long they felt that they are respected. And also our resiliency. We are always ready to whatever assignments we are given as long as within the bounds of our license, and of course we think it's safe. We are learning, we are ready to learn, to grow, and so I think yun yung aking yung but most importantly talaga yung ano natin yung pagka malasakit. I don't know how do you say malasakit.
At saka kahit may problema pa yan sa bahay, nakangiti yan sa pasyente.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think, and I think, importante talaga yun na we don't take our problems at work, no? Kahit sino man. Kasi mahirap mag-interfere yun sa ating, it's gonna affect how safely you're gonna be kung yung personal, problems mo dadalhin mo sa work. So, ayun ang mga naisip kong mga values natin. And of course, we are top-notch caregivers, right? The quality
Alam mo
of
dyan, na nahalata ako sa iyo, pag nagsasalita ka pala ng Tagalog, hindi
Paano yan?
lumalabas yung
Ilonggo?
aming Ilonggo,
Ilonggo talaga,
Oo.
accent ko,
Basta
no?
wag nyo kaming patuloy-tuloyin ang salita namin na Ilonggo kasi baka mamaya mawala na tayo ng programa sa PHLV.
Oh, minds. Yeah, so yeah,
Nakikinig pa naman yung ating manager.
Filipinos. And also, we are known to have really genuine compassion, no?
That's right.
Yeah. Family, our patients becomes our family.
Yung talaga, yung attitude na malasakit. Nandiyan yan sa Filipino and we treat people na parang kapatid natin. We don't look at them as strangers.
Mm-hmm.
And we look at them as part of our family, di ba?
Kahit ibang tao.
Mm-mm. O,
Yeah.
di ba? Ano?
Kahit ibang tao, ganun.
Oh, kahit
natin
ibang
natin.
tao. Okay. Now, we're gonna go back to you later on, Jan. Ngayon, hindi ka na interviewee, magiging interviewer ka na
Interviewer
ngayon.
ka na daw.
Palit kayo na kanina ikaw
Ng role.
nag-interview. Oo, ng role.
Switch role.
Kasi na-elect na siya. Ikaw naman, Emmerich,
Papunta pa lang.
papunta ka pa lang. Ayan, siguro kailangan ka. I think you may need some advice from John.
Yeah, I learned. I listened.
Okay, so congratulations again, Emmerich, for representing, the title on the Mr. Universe International. Am I right?
Yes, thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank
Ano
you so
bang
much.
ibig sabihin nito? What does this opportunity mean to you personally na nandito ka na sa Amerika, pupunta ka pa ng, ano ba yon?
Philippines.
Panama?
Panama. Yeah. Of course. So para sa akin, hindi naman po magtatagalog ako. Tingnan mo, taga-Filipino,
Oo.
Filipino. No?
Diretsuhin mo na yung Tagalog mo kasi taga Bulacan ka. Ako naman taga Iloilo. Kami ni Jonathan.
No, para sa akin po,
Jonathan.
hindi naman kung ano yung makukuha ko, kung ano yung it's really amplifying yung mga advocacy work that I've been doing sa mga
Mhm.
Pilipino. You know how active I am sa Rotary Club. Meron kaming partnership sa Rotary Club dito sa uh, Washington DC and then sa Pilipinas, sa Marikina, Quezon City, and there's another Manila chapter na magpa-partner kami para makabuo kami ng para mas malaki yung project. And then Filipino American Cancer Care. So I'm carrying Filipino American Cancer Care mission throughout. And I did the same thing during Mr. America Global. As a Mr. Maryland, I was carrying our mission to basically advocate for all of our patients, cancer patients, their care, the caregiver, also the family members. The education part is really, really important for me, especially on everybody's journey in cancer, because every journey is unique. Every cancer situation is unique, and the only way for you to really understand each of them is to listen individually on their stories. Especially coming from you, from nurses like yourself, Kuya Jonathan, like yung iba naming guests na they told their story about how they're caring for their patients, Filipino or non-Filipinos, and how they they suffer with them at the same time, and then they cry with them, they celebrate with them when they ring that bell.
So ito yung advocacy niya dyan.
Yes.
Mhm. So sigurado tayo dito ha. Sigurado na to. Meron ka ng mentor and coach. Si
No,
Jonathan.
exactly. Exactly. I'm really excited. So Panama, on where we supposed to arrive there November 1st. The final coronation night is going to be on the 8th.
Mhm.
Probably preliminary is on the
How
7th.
many candidates are going to be there?
They're expecting 40 countries that's going to be competing.
And
also,
you're representing Philippines or United States?
it will be Philippines.
Okay.
My
Alam mo,
home country.
kilala mo na kung sino yung mag-represent na Amerika?
Actually, yes. He was part of Mr. Teen Universe International
Mhm.
2 years ago, I believe.
Mm-mm.
So now he's qualified.
Ano yung mga ages?
So this is from 18 to 55, I
Ay,
think.
pwede tayo dyan?
Pwede pa ako. I have 2 years more.
There you go.
I have to.
There you
Ina
go. Advanced than the other system. Kasi yung adding system 37 yata yung I got a call from those system. It's like, oh, you made a mistake on your age. I was like, yeah, I did. So sure. But yeah, it's a really good organization. Merong national costume to. Oh my.
Wow,
Yeah.
exciting.
Alam mo na ako lang nung
exciting.
national costume mo. Don't tell me, waiver
Yun
ng
na lang.
FACC ha.
I got
Dr. Gapilango, ano bang pwedeng niya,
So I
national
think,
costume?
that's good that he has input in his costume and he's gonna really show yung culture natin, right, Emerich?
yeah,
On that
yeah,
costume, it's gonna have. I know you cannot reveal it,
yeah.
but if you can
I put my own design to it, Ate Josie.
Ang
Yeah,
galing
so I
yun.
put my own design, and a Filipino maker from Kalumpit, Bulacan is making them. So I'm really excited. I can't reveal his name just yet.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited because it's gonna be a sustainable materials plus the fabric. So we're gonna mix out the two. so that we can also advocate for sustainability using different things.
So what preparations do you do right now, Emirates, for this event?
Gusto niyo malaman?
I want to
I know,
know.
Kasi
right?
nagamitan niyo yung pagiging nurse sa'yo.
I know.
Do you eat sweets or no, or just water?
So yeah, there's a cheat day. There's a cheat day. So a lot of exercises, and then I started, of course, not brushing off, but um, tuning in on all of the current events across the universe and
Wow.
international.
Sige na, i-ano natin siya? Tanungin natin siya. As a representative of the Philippines,
Oh my
what can you say about the war in Middle East, where there are so many overseas Filipino workers, and right now America and Iran are doing the negotiation to stop the war.
Or maybe Ate, what can you say about the current political system in the Senate in the Philippines?
That's right. There
my
are two Senate presidency in the Philippines. What can you say about Cayetano, and what can you say about Gatchalian?
Oh my gosh! That's one thing that we were talking about current events in your own country. There's so much headlines about Philippines at the moment.
Ito na lang, ano na lang, simpleng tanong sa'yo. Why do you think the gas price is so high?
If I could just control it. But yeah, it's all of the conflict all over the world. That's kind of like a sign of where we're getting our energy from. So sustainability, it's not a bad idea. Brazil is doing it.
Ate, other question we can ask is what is your position on the comment made by the two half Filipinos?
Ay, oo, tama. Sino ba yun? Hindi ako masyadong familiar eh.
Oh man.
Refresh my mind dyan.
So
Kasi mga
Emirates,
sumali to sila sa pageant, di ba?
yeah,
Yes.
Mr.
Yeah.
Espirito and I forget Jetro.
Okay, Google ko nga
Salamat.
yan. Ano bang problema dyan sa kanya?
What it said is what it said, and unfortunately, it was said it that way. But I can encourage those kind of opinions. What I'll say is being Filipino is truly kung ano yung nasa puso mo, kung ano yung nasa isip mo, yung sa pamilya mo, your culture and how you care about people, and being respectful. So I think, and that's why when on the public figure space, whether you're on camera or not on camera or whoever you're talking to, you really have to just speak or act with respect. I think if you stay that way, words will not come out that way.
Yeah.
Because the way that they represented Philippines from the international stage, it's not because they're halfies.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a wrong choice of words.
It is.
It was a wrong choice of words.
That's the
Every
first time
I'm-
actually, Ate, I heard the word halfies. I never heard selfies.
Yeah, I never heard about that.
I know that was the first time I've heard it. So I was like halfies. I was like, oh my god, because you've heard now Wasian, white Asian. So Wasian, yeah. So WASAIN. They had a big event in New York in Central Park. All the way.
Yan ako, mag-iingat ako dito ng half-half.
How do you spell that?
Hindi ako mag-comment.
WASIAN, Wasian. So that's the thing now. In New York, they have a big event, and they all met each other. Because so there's another system called Mr. Universe. Mr. Universe is in New York, and he's Wasian, half white, half Asian. Filipino. And he's competing in the next few, I think, in couple of months. And he's representing USA, and he's half Filipino and half white. And he's really good. And get well soon if you're listening, by the way, because he fell on the bike and broke his collarbone. So he had a surgery.
So ito pa lang si Espirito, ano siya, half Filipino. Oo, half Filipino siya and half American. Is that right, Emirates?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Si
Rough one.
Emmerich naman, half Filipino rin, half American na. Kasi Filipino-American na siya. Is that right?
For naturalization.
Yeah, but then you're Filipino-American. Just like John and me, di ba? Naturalized
But they were,
U.S. citizen.
naturalized, but they were born here.
Yeah, they were yeah, it
They were
doesn't
born
matter.
in the
Pareho
Pero
pa rin yan.
ate-
Filipino pa rin.
Kasi Ilonggo tayo, we're called elongated.
Kaya nga elongated yung aming salita. Kaya huwag kayong mag-alala sa amin dito. Sinabi ko na nga sa inyo na mabudlay talaga sa akin na magsalita ng Tagalog. Bahala kayo kung anong gusto niyo sabihin.
But to go back, and also I think Emirates, what we learned really here from your point is yung ano talaga, the power of social media, no?
The power of social media. It's
So I guess,
Yes.
Emmerich, you should use the power of social media.
always.
He's very
Always.
influential. Yeah, you see him all the time, ate.
Yeah,
Always.
that's right.
And and that's the thing. If you know that a lot of people are looking up to you, that's somewhere, there's some things that you really
That's right. If you're public property, just like me, itong mga kalukuhan ko, binabantayan na to ng mga bashers ko.
oh yeah.
It's hard, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And
Kailangan daw maging prim and proper ka.
Yeah. And the thing is, how a lot of people are talking about be you, be yourself. You
Mm-mm.
be yourself.
That's right. We are
But
being
Res-
ourselves.
Yeah, but self-respect is one.
Yeah.
And then if you apply that, I mean, could really.
But you know what? You don't have to change yourself just because of a title or a position.
Not at all.
As long as you are not hurting anybody. You know what I'm saying? As long as you are not stepping on them. Wala kang dapat baguhin eh.
Yeah,
Because you are what you are.
it's very true.
And I
the
think
other
the
thing
most
too-
important thing, Emmerich, when you're on the stage
Oh yeah. So the biggest
is your confidence.
thing right now on the conversation is pointing out to what been said by the two individuals.
I am sure.
But and then they're saying now na dahil sa mga Pilipino kaya sila sumikat dahil sa mga Pilipino. We can't blame one side, right? Kasi tayong mga Pilipino, mahilig tayo sa mga pageant. We put those people into pedestals.
We look up
Right.
them.
We look up them and we do everything for them. Those kind of situations. So because of that, someone's individuality or idea or lumalaki yung ulo nila because of that, I think we need to push back a little bit, like step back. And I think if we focus on the advocacy work of all of this pageant candidates, our world should be a better place, much better place by now. If all of those advocacy is accountability, leadership is very huge. We go up to the stage about advocating about something. If all of the pageant system have accountability that all of these candidates should be following through all of those advocacy, can you imagine how much goodness we're
Yeah.
doing in the world now? But lack of accountability is not there. So there's a lot of give and take. Merong mga pagkukulang din yung ibang tao. So I think we just need to check up and really hold the system accountable on what we're supposed to be doing.
And supporting those, yung mga advocacy, supporting also those yung sustainable development goals na tutulong talaga.
Like the new Miss Universe, si Ate Bea. I called her Ate. No, Bea.
She's younger than you.
Yeah, she is. She's very smart. We walked together in Miami Swim Week, in New York Fashion Week.
I'm sure they're gonna ask you about this sa interview mo, yung issue na to. Kasi this is about Mr. Pageant eh. And now I was looking at this on Google ha. He made a comment on social media that many Filipinos, they viewed it as dismissive, insulting sa mga full-blooded na Filipino pageant contestants. No? Kasi nga, sabi niya dito, he commented on an Instagram exchange involving another pageant title holder na si Jether Palomo. And during the discussion, sabi ni Brandon, because we are not from the Philippines, why would we lie? Di ba? Yung mga Amerikano, straight to the point. Kasi ganun siya eh. Pinanganak dito sa Amerika. This is a country, this country, sabi niya, wouldn't have a chance on the national stage without us na mga Hafiz. Wala daw pag-asa ang Pilipinas kung hindi dahil sa mga half na Filipino, half American. That's very, parang it's too much naman yan, di ba?
A lot, yeah.
So, people interpreted it as something na ang mga contestants na to, yeah, they're mixed Filipinos and foreign ancestry. Kaya nga tinawag na Hafiz eh. But then, dina-downplay naman ito ng ibang mga pageants, di ba? Ng ibang tao. And because Philippines, as you said, mahilig sa mga pageant, ngayon, kawawa siya. Kasi you are not being responsible with your words.
Yeah.
Okay, balikan natin si Emerich.
It's hard. I think really for each of us, focusing on what's important, the reason why you're going up to that stage.
And he should be focusing on his advocacy instead of talking about the place where his family was born and raised. Now, Emerich, how do you believe pageant title holders, can make a big difference in their communities beyond that competition? Kasi alam mo, 1 year lang yan eh. 1 night lang yan. Tapos na ang pageant, di ba? Just like as I said to you, John, di ba? Yung eleksyon, tapos na ang eleksyon. Pero ang responsibilidad mo, hindi pa tapos.
It's long.
Yeah.
It's long.
Even after you,
Yeah, because you forever be that person. That's why there's a year, right? 2026. Oh, you're Mr. Philippines 2026. And to answer your question, Ate Josie, I can't hold everybody accountable or have them do what they're supposed to do. I can only focus on myself and do what I can control.
We have 8 minutes, huh?
Yeah, and I've done it so many times that my advocacy, I've been in a long part of FACC, Story Tapestries, Chamber of
Rotary.
Commerce's, Rotary Club, and I follow through.
That's right.
Through all of that. If I could set up an example for others who don't know what to do, especially the young that's coming in this leadership, but I think we really have to think about, am I doing this for the right reason? And if if you're thinking of just fame and making this as your livelihood, then do something else.
Yeah. Now, as you represent the Filipino community on the international stage, what values do you hope people will remember about Filipinos? Ito yung dapat na itanong kay Brandon.
The values that I hope that I could show or amplify to everybody is the value of care and respect. Those two things goes alongside to each other. Respecting someone and caring for someone. That's within our blood as Filipinos. And I think whether we live or die, it's part of our DNA. And I want to show that on the stage and making sure that the whole world knows about that, because we're here to respect everybody and to care for everyone.
Yeah. So what advice do you think you can give for those aspiring to be like you, Emerich? You never know, right, Ate?
Yeah.
Those viewers here in the US, even though they're here in the US, but
and what is your advice for yourself?
So, one thing that I've learned from our kababayan, Dave Valeriano, our one king.
Oh yes, Dave
Yeah, so
Valeriano,
one thing
huh?
that I learned
You
from
saw?
him,
Yes, look at
yeah,
him.
yeah, it's to dream. Like
To
you have a
dream the
dream
impossible dream.
and follow
To
that
fight
through.
the impossible fight.
Exactly. Exactly.
Come on,
Follow
Padsat.
through your dream, and if you think you don't have a dream, or you don't have it because of your age, or no matter what level status of life you're in, or how deep is your wallet, um, may dream again. If your dream to be a model, do it. Like Dave and I did it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a nurse, if you can,
Follow.
there's always a milestone that you can take, and you go from there.
Mhm.
I think that's probably the best advice that I could give to folks who wanted to do it. Give it a try.
Mhm.
Talk to
So it's
someone
not too
who's.
late, Ate, for us. Ate, we have 2 years.
No, you can still do it
Two,
at any
2 years
age.
na.
Did you
Don't
see
tell me
Milan
you're
and
gonna ask me to
Paris?
join.
Listen, Milan and Paris. They're bringing back.
Ay,
They're
dalhin
bringing
mo na
back.
nga yan siya sa Milan at saka sa
Oh,
Paris.
yeah. Come on. I'll be your assistant.
Mhm. Emmerich, one last question since we only have 3 minutes left. As an advisor of Filipino American cancer care, why is it important for you to use your platform to support cancer awareness and, of course, patient advocacy?
Oh yeah. Madali lang yung sagot ko diyan eh. Always.
Ayan na.
Kung I
Ano na
know,
to?
kung
Nandito ka na sa
madami po
stage,
tayong
ha?
tumutulong sa FACC, mas madami tayong matutulungan.
Tulungan.
Like literally, kung iniisip mo, yung $50 ko walang mararating, if you donate that to Filipino American Cancer Care, can you imagine someone who's going through a chemotherapy for their for different cases of cancer that they're going through, or radiation sa Pilipinas, kahit sa Canada, o kaya dito sa Amerika, kung sino man yung
Mhm.
isang states, or even our Filipino brothers and sisters sa Africa, um, everywhere really in the
That's
world.
right.
Um, if if all of you help FACC, we will help more people because we're
That's right. And
oh
you would be
yeah.
able to extend their life. Akala mo yung 50, hindi makakatulong sa isang pasyente? Nako, alam mo ba yung ibang pasyente walang pambili ng bigas?
Yeah.
Exactly. Everybody is thinking that way sometimes. It's like, oh, I can't do much. Volunteer
Kasi walang cure
hours.
yung cancer.
Oo nga eh. Volunteer hours is so important. Volunteerism
Yeah.
is so important. You're giving back your time, and all of us, the advocates and the patients, the caregivers will really appreciate that. Even giving them 1 hour back of their time to do something, maybe to shower, because they're taking care of their loved ones for so long and they forget about themselves. Just giving them a break, that's very helpful.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, now, this is it. It's time for us to say goodbye. And lastly na lang, yung message mo, Emmerich, siya kay John. And John, yung message mo naman kay Emmerich.
Thank you so much, uh, Kuya John, for everything that you're doing, especially your organization. Kasi nga, marami tayong mga nurse na uh, lumilipat, na recruit sila sa US, and they don't know what to do. They don't have any advocates for themselves. And for all of the nurses that you're taking care of now, take advantage of the organization. Filipino group is always warm and welcoming and supportive. So, thank you so much for all the things that you do, and congratulations.
Same thing then to you, Emirates. Congratulations also for the first to represent us in this international stage, and also for your advocacy. Even though you're not a nurse, but at least I think we are on the same alignment of trying to help the cancer patients through your works, your efforts, and just becoming out there to be the spokesperson for FSAC. Because the more we talk about it, I think more people will be aware of the work we do, and we can gather some momentum for those that are willing to help. But God bless in your competition in
Thank you,
November. We're gonna be here to cheer you and at least Josie as well. And thank you also for all the wonderfuls that you have been doing and you will be doing in the future. God
Thank you.
bless.
Thank you.
Okay. And thank you so much. We wish you all the best ngayon, ha? And by the way, happy birthday to Kay Habana. Sabi,
Happy birthday,
Happy
Kay.
birthday, Ate
Happy
Tata.
birthday, Kay.
happy birthday
Yay,
to you,
happy
Kay
birthday.
Habana in New York. And
We
thank
need
you
to
so
sing for her.
much. Yes.
Happy birthday to
Emma Rich, hindi
you.
pa tayo tapos, di ba? Next time na naman, mag-i-interview na naman tayo.
Yes.
Balikan ka namin, ha? And
Yes.
of course, si John. Nandito na naman tayo sa PHLV Radio. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us dito po sa PHLV Radio on the air with FACC, Filipino American Cancer
Cancer
Care.
Care.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you. Bye bye.